So today I'm here because one of my subscribers asked me for this video. He asked me if I could teach him to add 3D objects to real 2D videos. So I decided to create this and I want to share it also with you. Let's go into the computer and let me show you how you can add 3D objects to your clips. So let's go. So here we are inside of the edit page in Davinci Resolve, and as you can see, I already have here multiple clips, and 3 of them have 3D objects. So like this one has here a rock here that wasn't there. This one has this poster here, this chair, and this lamp, and this one has this rock, this poster, this chair, and this lamp. And let's see how you can add those objects to your video. So let's start with this one. So let's add some objects over here. So let's select the clip, come here to the Fusion. And here in the Fusion, we have our media in and our media out. With the media in selected, shift space and look for camera tracker and add it over here to our pipeline. Now with the camera tracker selected, first, let's add a mask because I don't want to track the sky. I just want to track here the ground. So I'm going to add here this rectangular mask and I'm going to adjust it. So I'm going to put it here and I'm going to come here to the width and increase it. And let me come here to the angle and add something like this. And move it a little bit up. It's okay now. So let's come here to the camera tracker and let's reduce a little bit here the detection threshold and the minimum feature separation. If you reduce a lot, it will create a lot of points. It will be better, but it will be harder for your computer. I'm going to use bidirectional traction to track forward and backward, and I'm going to auto track. You can put here in the viewer one also the tracker. As you can see, it's only selecting over there, so we don't want that. So we have to come here to the rectangle and invert the mask. And now let's come here to the auto tracker and auto track it again. And now, as you can see, we have all these points over here that are tracking. So now let's go to the camera. If you know the camera settings, you have to put them in here. If you don't know, like I don't know this one because this is from Motion Array that I downloaded. I don't know the settings. So let's go directly to the solve. And here in the solve, let's hit solve. This will take a little bit more time. And it's done. Now let's see here. The error is 0.18. It's very good. If it's less than 1, it's very good. So now let's come here to the export and let's go to the end of our clip. I'm going to select here, come to the 3D scene. I'm going to select unalign. I'm going to select here a point, for example, this one. And I'm going to set it for as my origin. Then I'm going to select all these points over here. And this will be our set from selection, our orientation. Now we have our orientation selected. And I'm going to do the export. And immediately it creates these 5 nodes. So it is the camera, the merge, the point cloud, the ground plane, and the camera tracker. I'm going to connect the camera tracker here. So it will be like this. I'm going to add here this to adjust it. If you don't know how to create it, just press Alt or Option and click it, and it will create this. So let's come here. And now let's select our point cloud, put it in the viewer one. Let's see here. Let's put the merge over here. It's better. So now let's come to the point cloud and come here to the style. Let me put it to point. And I'm going to come here to the size. Let me resize it a little bit because it's too big. Now I'm going to come here, right click and come here and select camera 3D. And we have our points over here. And I don't know if you see here, this in purple is the ground plane, is this one. So I don't want that to be visible. So I'm going to come here and unselect that because I don't need that now. So let's go to our point cloud and let's select here, for example, some points. Let's see something over here. Let's add here this point, press shift, this point, and for example, this point. Now with the point select, let's go to one point that you selected, right click and come here to point cloud and create the image plane. And it creates this image plane reference to that 3 points that you select. The minimum is 3, if you can select more. So now look, the plane is following, so you can adjust everything, but you don't need because it was created with reference to those points. So now let's add the rock. So I have the rock over here, so I'm gonna put it over here. I'm gonna connect the rock to the image plane and immediately see this because the rock is very big. So let's come here to the scale and scale it down. So let's scale it like something like this. Now let's come here to the rotation. Let's see if we can rotate it like this. Now let me add here the texture of the stone. And here we have the texture of the stone. Now I'm going to change this to perspective and I want to rotate this and move it because I want to see how the rock is aligned with the image plane. So let's select the image plane. Let's go to the transform and let's adjust here the rotation. Let's see, here, let's adjust it like this. Now let's come here, let's see. So it's in the air in the back. So let's see what can we do, something like this and a little bit like this. So let's see if we play it. Look, the rock, it's in place. We cannot pass the end of here, of course. And now it's very easy. Go to the image plane, come here to the controls and visibility and remove it. And now if we play it, the rock is in place and it's moving. Of course, it's rendering. That's why it's so slow. But as you could see, it's very easy. And now you can add other objects. For example, if you want to add another rock over here, let's come to the camera. Let's select here, for example, this, and this. Do the same. It creates that image plane over there. You can add the stone over here. You can go to the size. Let's scale it down. Let's add the texture over here. And let's go over here to the transform. Let's see. The rotation like this, 90 degrees. So let's do the same. Let's change this to perspective. So let's come over here, zoom in, and let's see. So we can move it like this, and we can put it down. Let's see. It's moving. Now let's go to the image plane and do the same. Let's remove it. And it's done. So now let's go to the edit page, and here we have the clip, and if we play it, we have the rocks in place. So you have these options to add multiple objects. Of course, you can add even more, and the more realistic the objects are, the better the final result will be. So as you can see, you can add multiple objects, 3D objects that are not in your clip. You can add it to them in a realistic way, and they move with your videos. So I hope this information was helpful, and I hope you learned something today. And if yes, don't forget, hit that like button, that helps a lot. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and hit that notification bell to be notified next time I launch a video. Until there, bye!